And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gents. This is about Casanova from Orlando, Florida, on this awesome international podcast, Good Wine and Great Left, Season 8, Episode 20, ladies and gents. We're finally here on the season finale. And before I talk about everything about today's episode, today is Saturday, May 18th, 2024, and the weather here in Orlando will be partly to mostly cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs of 93, lows of 75. Ladies and gents, for those that do not know, are not from Florida or don't live in Florida, the hurricane season starts next month. So right now you are getting the preview of what is coming. This week already you already have a lot of thunderstorms early in the morning, and now some tornado warning too. So yes, it's going to be for June all the way to November, ladies and gents. So if you fly to Florida during this period, my advice to you: try to get the first flight into Orlando and the first flight out. Most of the time, you're going to avoid dealing with any delays ideally related to weather. Just a hint, no, words to the wise. If you want to listen to my advice, it's going to have benefit to you and your family if you travel with your family. Understand? So, all right. But before I talk about the season finale, ladies and gents, I got to talk about the wine of the day here at Casa Casanova. I was doing my search. As a matter of fact, I got this wine about maybe a month ago, and it's called Gemma di Luna. Is a Pinot Grigio from Del Venezia. Is Italian wine vintage of 2021. As you can see here, I like the bottle. It's a nice, beautiful bottle with some nice details right there. And according to the label in the back, it says Gemma di Luna presents a charmingly seductive wine, meticulously crafted from carefully harvested Italian Pinot Grigio grapes. Perfect for everyday enjoyment. You will love how the refreshing citrus flavor and tropical fruit aromas indulge your sense. Alcohol percent of this wine is 12% per volume, ladies and gents. Once again, it's a product of Italy. Recommendation to serve it chill. And basically, it's about it. I like the bottle. It caught my attention when I was looking for selecting some wine. So let me see what this Pinot Grigio is all about. And once again, like I always do, you're going to see the clear picture of this wine bottle, ladies and gentlemen, on two of my social media, plus LinkedIn is available to you right now. If you decide to purchase, if you like Pinot Grigio, the bouquet with Pinot Grigios, most of them are very delicious. It is refreshing, ladies and gents. It is a very good Pinot Grigio. I completely, 100% agree with the back label, and I definitely give a 9.5 on this wine. Definitely is going to make a spot on my wine collection here at Casa Casanova, ladies and gents. Very, very good wine. Excuse me. All right, ladies and gents. I do not want to finish season 8 on a bad note, with bad news, but I have to talk about what happened to this young man here in Florida. And the topic of today's episode is the killing of a young black Air Force man by Florida cop, ladies and gents. If you do not hear that in the news for this happened about a week and a half, or maybe two, here in Florida. So this young man, his name was Roger Fortson. First of all, I'd like to send my condolences to the family of this young man. He's about 23 years old. He was serving in the Air Force, according to reports and according to the family. He was a very bright young man, was doing very well in the Air Force, serving the country. Now start his own life, career. He was still in the house, mind his business, on the phone with his girlfriend. All of a sudden there was a banging at the door. Somebody yelling, the sheriff of town. So nowadays, you gotta be careful. You know how dangerous it is. So just because somebody knock at your door, you're going to send the police. You're always gonna be cautious about it. I have experience that happened with me couple, maybe 3 years ago. I was here in my house chilling, watching a movie. All of a sudden I heard, it was about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. I heard a loud bang on my door and somebody claiming, it's the police. The police is right here. Hey. I said, the police is what's going on? And then I said, hey, I don't know. I live by myself here. Let me open the door here. So I opened the people hole. I saw about 3 police in the corner, and then I opened the change. Was about 2 right here on the corner at the door. You can see this door right here. So that's kind of hallway over there. So it was 2 on the corner, and then when I opened the door, was 2 more over there. They have the hands over here. They're not drawing the guns. But he said, hey, I heard about some of this, home disturbance. I said, sorry, you're in the wrong apartment. I guess you're talking about the apartment right there. I live by myself. There's no disturbance here. So he said, I'm sorry. So I closed the door and they went to the right apartment. So basically, this is exactly what happened to the young man. The police knocked on the wrong apartment, and the guy, this young fella, he has his gun. He was legally a gun on, but he didn't draw the gun over there. So when he opened the door, he was the gun right here beside him. He did not have the finger on the trigger, and the police officer just shot him, bam, bam, boom, and then shot the young man, and the young man dying. And so what you're going to listen to is a great report from Democracy Now! That's going to give you more facts about the whole situation, and also an interview with Ben Crump. He's the one that's being the lawyer on behalf of the young man Roger Fortson's family. And my personal opinion on this whole situation, ladies and gents, I think that the United States Air Force should also be involved, because this police officer caused the death one of the military member. That at the end of the day was a fatality. It was not a war fatality. So the police and the state of Florida, I believe, are responsible for that, for this killing. And definitely, I hope Ben Crump and getting together with the Air Force to get to this police officer fired, in my personal opinion, and also he needs to serve time, because that was an unjustifiable killing, in my personal opinion. So listen to this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get all the information. Like I always say, this podcast is only the summary what the podcast is all about, and the link under the description is going to take you directly to the entire podcast that you can listen for free, ladies and gents. Once again, I say this is the season finale of the season 8. I'm coming back recording podcast episode on the first week of August. But what I'm going to do for public demand, I started doing this last year. I'm going to start doing the the 2024 summer movie reviews. these are the movies. That's movies that are on the movie theater or movies that are being launched on the main platforms such as brand new movies on Netflix, on Amazon Prime, on Hulu. If it's a new movie, most of the movies I'm going to the movie theater because I like the experience of good movies in the theater. But if it has a brand new movie that's a 2024 that's come out right in this summer, I'll definitely let you know. I'm going to play the trailer like I always do. I always go to the movie to see first, and then I'll play here on the podcast YouTube channel. You're going to see the preview of the trailer of the movie, and then I'm going to give you my 2 cents what I think. And I always use as a background to support information about the movie is the Rotten Tomatoes. They give some great information about the critics, the professional critics that watched the movie and gave the 2 cents. I'm an amateur, love a moviegoer, I love movies and I love wine, so I'm going to give you my amateur opinion about what I think about the movie. And maybe if you like my opinion, you can go watch the movie, And I'm always going to introduce a new wine for you, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what the podcast is all about. Please be safe, be kind, and be blessed. And once again, my condolences to the family of Roger Fortson, his mother, the other family members. My condolences to you, ma'am, because especially what's happened right before Mother's Day. So I know, ma'am, or you have a very, very tough Mother's Day, and that you do not deserve that somebody that end up killing your son. Unjustifiable killing, once again, in my opinion. So, once again, please be safe, be kind, and be blessed, and do the best what you can do with what you got. Salute. And I see you next Saturday with the first summer movie review for 2024. Holla!
Coming with the put up for the #1 spot. Pushing my rap like the push I on the block. Holding my down, sucker rappers get lost. Coming from the bottom, moving straight to the top. Coming with the put up for the #1 spot. Pushing my rap like the push I on the block. Holding my down, sucker rappers get lost. Coming from the bottom, moving straight to the top. Coming with the put up for the #1 spot. Pushing my rap like the push I on the block. Holding my